Alright, there's a process to multiplying matrices. We're going to multiply and add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, a whole bunch, okay? Again, it's not difficult, because that's really all you have to do. You have to multiply and add, and so on. What gets difficult about it is keeping track of where you are and what you've done, okay? In order to multiply matrices, they have to have not the same dimensions, but they have to have matching inside dimensions. So, and here's what I mean. Let's say matrix A is a 2 by 3, and matrix B is a 3 by 4. Okay, you can multiply A times B, because that would be a 2 by 3 times a 3 by 4. And see how those two match? 3 and 3? You can multiply A times B, and your answer would end up being a 2 by 4. You cannot multiply B times A. You can't do it, because that would be a 3 by 4 times a 2 by 3, and the inside dimensions don't match. Multiplication with matrices is not commutative. Order does matter. Okay, order is important. You can't flip it. You can do A times B. You cannot do B times A. So the first thing before you even start to multiply two matrices together is to even just see if it's possible. Can I multiply these two together? In order to do that, write out their dimensions. These two right here, these two inside dimensions have to match. And then a good way to check it, the dimensions of your answer matrix will be those outside dimensions. So let's see how it's done. Okay? Let's say A is 2 and 3. A times B. A is a 2 by 3. B is a 3 by 2. Their inside dimensions match, so I can do this multiplication. What will be the dimensions of the answer? A 2 by 2. Yeah. Let's get them blue. A 2 by 2. Away for a second. There you go. Alright, you don't have to write it like this, but it just seems in the past, it seems like it's been a lot. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill this marker. So, we're gonna kind of make a little sideways L, okay? And everything that is here is going to get multiplied times everything here. And we will add that up. We will find that sum. Okay? And then we're going to do the same thing. Everything here gets multiplied times everything here. And we find that sum. And then we do the same thing for the bottom row. Everything in this bottom row has to be multiplied times this. Everything in this bottom row has to be multiplied times that. let's tackle the top row to begin with. So, looking at the yellow, what that means is we're going to have 2 times 1 plus negative 3 times 4 plus 0 times 3. And over to the blue, 2 times 0 plus negative 3 times negative 2 plus 0 times 5. Does everyone see where all of those numbers came from? Yes, no, maybe? Yeah? Okay. Pause for coffee. Okay. Alright, so then, there's more, because we got that one that hasn't been highlighted yet. So we're just really going to move down and do everything again. Okay? But I want you to notice something. Look what changes and what doesn't. 4 times 1, 6 times 4, negative 1 times 3. 4 times 0, 6 times negative 2, negative 1 times 5. So if you will notice something here, these numbers right here are not changing. Why are these numbers not changing? You see that? Right here? Those are not changing. Because those are the numbers that are being multiplied, okay? So if you can get these in the right place the first time, you're going to know, see, 1, 4, 3, 0, negative 2, 5. Then notice something else. On the top row, 2, negative 3, 0, 2, negative 3, 0, 4, 6, negative 1, 4, 6, negative 1. Those stay. Okay? So once you get that L shape down, it's pretty easy to fill in. And then you just do some multiplication and addition. 2 times 1 is 2.
Negative
2 minus 12, negative 10. 6, 4, 28, minus 3, 25. Negative 12 minus 5 is negative 17. There's your answer. So the hardest part isn't in actually multiplying the matrices. That's easy. The multiplication's easy. The hardest part, if you know your times tables. Some of you are still like, we won't talk about that though. The hardest part is getting them lined up, making sure you do not have to drop this second one down and do that sideways L. It just seems like it's so easy for people to follow their finger along the line and see, what am I multiplying? What am I multiplying? And some people even like to, can I erase this red that's right here? Does everybody have at least the red written down? Okay. Sometimes I've had people in the past that even like to set up all of the outside stuff. 2, negative 3, 0, 2, negative 3, 0, bless you, 4, 6, negative 1, 4, 6, 1. And then they go through and they fill out everything else. This is going to be 1, 4, 3. This is going to be 0, 2. So you can even go through and do it like that if you want. Get all of the first part done and then do all the second part. You can do that. That's up to you. But probably the hardest part is getting the L shape, and then from there it's just multiplying and dividing. That's it. Okay? Let's try another one. Multiplying and dividing and planting some trees and take care of all of that you just killed. I'm just going to go ahead and write this one down here since I had too much trouble moving the last one. Got it? No? Some people are still writing it down? Okay. What are the dimensions of this one on the left over here? 3 by 2. What are these dimensions? 2 by 4. So these match. My answer is going to be a 3 by 4. Whatever the answer is, it's going to be 3 by 4, right? Okay, so what does this 2 and 3 get multiplied by first? 1 and negative 1. So it's going to be 2 times 1 plus 3 times negative 1. Am I done with that one? Nope. Exactly. And then is that it? Nope. Okay, now those numbers in parentheses, they're not going to change. They're going to be the same the rest of the way down. What's going to change is what's outside of the parentheses. So what's going to go outside the parentheses right here? What's being multiplied now? Negative 3 and 1. Negative 3 here. So you see how this is not difficult, but it's tedious. It is tedious. There are lots of steps, lots of tiny little steps, but they're easy steps, okay? What's next? 1 and negative 3, and all the same stuff in parentheses, right? 1 and 1, and negative 3, and negative 1, 1 and 2, and 7, 1 and negative 2, and negative 3, and 3, 1 and 3, and negative 3, and negative 4. And now we're done. And you can see we do have 3 rows. By the time we finish, we're going to have 4 columns. So we've got our 3 by 4. We just have to do the math now. Do the easy part. That's going to be what? 2 minus 3? What is that? Negative 1. And 4 plus 0, that's easy. Thank you for that 0. Alright, negative 4 plus 9.
5.
Uh-huh. And 6 minus 12. Yep. Okay. Everybody catch up. How about negative 3 minus 1? 4. And that one's just going to be negative 6. That's going to be, what, 6 plus 3? 9. Negative 9 minus 4. Negative 13. 1 plus 3. 4. 2. Negative 2. Negative 11. And 15. Very easy. Is it time consuming? Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Is it difficult? No. It's not. It's not difficult. Do not confuse time consuming with difficult. That's for lazy folks. Lazy people confuse time consuming with difficult. They're not the same thing. There's nothing different. That's it. I'm going to give you, you've got 15 minutes left, and I'm going to give you that 15 minutes to work on these problems in class with each other so you can check against what you're doing, okay? For you band folks, we're going to continue multiplying. It's the sheet that you have. I'm going to try to get to solving the systems on number 33. I'm not sure that we'll actually get there. Just watch for the videos or whatever, okay?
Do you want us to do